because that's basically the fact of the situation. You have to go put in the work, or else you're not going to get the results.
You talked about a lot of mom, but how's the relationship with dad?
I saw him on Thanksgiving a couple times a year. Yeah. It was cordial. Like, I think I may have maybe mouthed off to him once, but nothing. I definitely regretted it right after I said it, you know. But yeah, it was. We saw each other like 2 or 3 times a year, I'd say. Thanksgiving for sure.
Yeah, he had his hard ways because even he and I went through a long spell of we're just not going to get along. I always felt if I said the sky was blue, he'd say no, it's green, and would be adamant about it. Very intelligent man, but he was hard to get close to. There was a period where it was hard, and I used to watch him even with the boys. He was tough on them, and I didn't feel it was a tough love. That also gave them a little fighting spirit, you know. But he loved all of his kids. You could not tell him he did not love his kids. He just didn't know how to love them to the point where they knew they were loved. It looked to be very hard. So they didn't always see him.
I see. And, you know, how do you think that affected, your dad passed away, what, 8 years ago or so? How has that impacted
10,
you?
11, yeah.
About 8 years ago, 2010.
Yeah.
2010.
Because I've been here for 10 years, and I actually came home because he passed, and I needed to be with Grandmama because he was here with her.
So yeah, it was rough, man.
He was a good son.
Yeah.
Took care of me.
Right.
Yeah.
He was here.
Yeah.
He was here all the
And I
time.
remember the number one rules: we were not allowed to step on the grass.
Yeah.
We were not allowed. He took care of all the gardening,
The garden.
the lawn, and we were not. That's one thing is if I stepped on the grass, I heard about it. We
And
were
to
not-
this day, there are some that still will not walk on the grass.
Hey, I walk on the grass.
Yeah, I do
I walk all
now.
over that grass. It's like,
Now I do.
It's a little freedom now. It's like, yeah.
I might teach you a couple of MMA things so you can actually reprimand him. He actually told me to step on grass.
You can walk on it.
It's okay.
It's almost like a finally. You can walk on the grass.
Yeah, more so. And thanks to Jack, who actually woke up again. Hey, it's okay, man. You only missed like 1.5
This,
hours.
no,
this
he's
is
asleep.
not awake.
He's laying down.
This is laying down again.
Right.
Yeah.
That's a great worker. Very efficient.
He's
reliable.
thinking lunchtime.
Oh yeah, and I actually have I can't express enough of how good I actually feel about this, because I rejoice whenever I see family unity in this way, and this is very, very good and exemplary of what things should be in life and where your strength actually comes for it. And it actually makes me transition. You're going to be fighting in Combate, the biggest event for Combate Americas in the year. What will you be fighting for on Friday, December the 7th?
Man, everything. See, the thing is, after I win every time, the first people I go look for are my family. I go look. I acknowledge my family, you know, because that's who's been there for me my whole life. So I will say I do fight, in most part, for my family. No, don't get me wrong. I'm fighting to be the best. I'm a competitive guy. I'm in there fighting basically to be great. I want to be great. But in the back of my mind, always it's like, I have to win this fight because I don't want to see my family get beat. I don't want my family to see me get beat up. You know? So that's always in the back of my mind. It's what pushes me to train hard. Is because I don't want there to be any doubt in their minds that this is the wrong path for me.
You're committed to this
Yes.
path.
Or any disappointment, yeah.
Right. I don't want to disappoint them at all.
Well, you won't. You're already actually
I believe that.
giving them a great one, and this is really what it's all about in life. And again, I think words would be very short to express how good it actually feels to get this vibe out of something. And you know, Fresno, we have the Safe Mart Center where the event is going to go on. But is this family originally from Fresno? You guys all from here? Granny, you're from Fresno originally?
From New York.
New York! Great! I grew up in New York.
Oh, did you really?
Yes.
I come from the Bronx, New
Me
York.
too.
Is that
I
right?
used to live close to Yankee Stadium, the greatest
Wow.
team in the world. And we also had the Mets over there.
But
When did you move to Fresno?
My husband was in the military, and he was transferred.
56
I guess that was
is
56.
when we went to Castle Air Force Base.
Well, we
Get that
first went
one.
to the Philippines.
I know, but to Castle. But that,
to
go ahead.
Oh, yeah. We went to the Philippines, and then after he finished his stint in the Philippines, then we came to Castle Air Force Base, and we lived in Merced, or Atwater, actually. And then when he was discharged, then we moved to Fresno. Is
In
that right?
1967.
Yeah.
I know these things because I graduated in 67.
Yes.
And that's when he went to work for he was a reporter for the Fresno Bee
Nice.
at that point.
Yeah.
How-
He worked for the post office first. He was a
Okay, it was post office for a little bit, and
then he took an exam where he had to write something from the top of his head, and they hired him. And it was very hard to get to that job.
oh my gosh,
Oh, it's okay. It happens.
that's my husband.
Oh, yeah.
No, we'll just turn this off.
No, oh, yeah. That's showing who actually dominates at home. Very well done.
He's not in this town.
Yeah, put it. I can't explain it.
Okay, I guess not.
Just remind me my phone's in the living room.
It's okay. Hey, Jack, you're awake again.
You
Great.
heard the phone. You heard Papa.
You're representing. Yeah, and what are some of the foods that you maybe got spoiled by Grandma growing up?
I remember, well, of course, Thanksgiving. So the turkey, ham, mashed
Same
potatoes.
menu every year.
Same menu every year. Candy yams. That's very good.
Ambrosia.
Oh, and then Uncle Wayne, he makes the tri-tip,
Tri-tips.
the asparagus. It's
And
all
then
so
Drew-
good. I don't skip on anything. I make sure I
don't?
get a little. I eat usually about 2 or 3 plates.
The rolls.
The rolls.
The rolls.
This year's the first year I actually helped make the rolls.
Yes.
That was the
Yes,
first
I
year.
watched you do that.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And
Because
With
I've
my-
forgotten.
right, with my brother Andrew, we made the rolls. Oh man, I remember one thing though is when not on Thanksgiving, I would always come here and she had all the cereal, all the cereal,
Oh, yes.
all the
Big old
cereal.
boxes of
Yeah, and like corn pops, cinnamon toast crunch.
Anything you guys wanted was there.
You know she got it from Costco because it was the big,
Big old.
yeah, the big old. Man, that was one thing I loved.
And whole
Definitely so.
milk.
Yeah.
That's one thing that Grandmama was always good about, was providing things that she thought maybe some of the kids didn't have. So it was always special. She always wanted to be special to come here.
You know, I think, in my perception, as far as she actually wanted to make special, it all has to do with the most special thing and gift that you guys actually have, which is this appreciation for family. And I really salute that and respect that much. Combate Americas' focus on promoting diversity, I have to stress, it also has to do much with a coming together, just like families. And I really want to thank, because you opened the door, Jack fell asleep, but you know, I was gonna hire him as my co-host, but you know, it's like
I don't think
no
that's-
longer Jack. I mean, there he is sleeping again.
You've got to have a treat. You have to have a bone, a beef bone or
Oh, I have to
something.
bribe
Look at it. Good bone.
So if I bribe you, Jack,
bone.
you're gonna do that. Great. That's surely not gonna cross any company bounds for sure, Jack. No problem. But I really want to thank for opening the door and more importantly actually opening up to these great stories, which are the most important thing. Especially you actually said about how great it is, the diversity that exists in Fresno, and just like that, this is what this is about. This is Vida Combate, and this stands for the backstory, the human side beyond the fighter. And we want to thank all of you for having this kind time of yours and actually giving this to us. And at this point, I want to say, even though my co-host is not here, for Christian Moreno and Jack, it's been a pleasure to be in this special episode of Vida Combate with yours truly, James Porter, and the family.
Thank you for
You're
coming.
welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for letting us use the house.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, yes. Always. You